This recording, what I want to do is I want to look changing a password in a Google account. I don't know how this is going to go, but we've got some passphrases set up and two-factor authentication to try and make it easier. Because sometimes it will jump out and just ask for the password, and I have had that. So we need to make it friendly as we can. All right, so we're going to just jump into this. I'll bring it up on screen, and then we go straight in there. We're already logged into our Google account, myaccount.google.com, and we're going to go password, change in 2014. Now, what it's going to do, it should ask me to authenticate. I've got my fingerprint sensor on my computer, but I want to actually try another way just to prove. Well, the fingerprint sensor will work pretty straightforward, and I'll get in there and be able to change it, but I want to get it to try another way. So see, it says enter password. Here it's a user passkey. That's back to what we were doing just previous screen. Try another way. I'll see what it comes up with. Get an email verification, my other email address. So I can do that one or enter the password. All right, let's see if it gives me another one. Use the verification code or enter one of the 8-digit backup codes. Let's see another way. Send an SMS. Let's try that one. Click that. Send me a number. That's a once-off number. Next. Let's try that. All right. In this particular case, check the quality after 6 hours, right? The email address. A sign-in link we sent to the thing in 6 hours to verify it's you to make this call. If you don't see the answer, check your spam folder. Now, the silly thing about that is if you only had the ability to SMS, now this is after 6 hours, right? If you only had the ability to SMS, you would be screwed, right? So we're going to go back and see what it does, see if I can go in another way. Took me back in and do password. I'm going to try another way. What's stupid, it should have sent me the SMS and then gave me another choice, but it didn't. It said, because it's always going to ask for two choices because it knows I have my phone on me and it knows I got my fingerprint with me and it knows. So you can imagine if you had a client, it can only get in with their fingerprint and their mobile number and their details. So I don't know where that bubble came from, but anyway. So I'm going to try another way. I'm trying not to use the pass key, let's try this one to get that email and I'll get it on my phone. If we can get the email from the phone, but it's in updates one, well, it's coming through as a verification code. There it is. All right, what do you got there? All right, let's type that in. Now, why I'm smiling is because I can use the authentication app. That's fine. I can't remember where I stored the backup codes because this is an old account. It'll be in a book somewhere and I just can't be bothered getting up to get it. So I'm going to use the authentication app, and this one. So I can do, so this is really how these little things work here is, let me do a word here, is what that does is it's supposed to be an eyeball covered and you can see that it's got the password in there. So you want to double check to make sure you got the same password in both. And so if you turn it off and I want to type something in there, see, I don't, like, even when I'm working with clients, I don't want to know their passwords. It's not my thing. When I get there, they need to reset it, they can do it. I just put it in front of them and they can type it in. I don't want to know that stuff. The ability of the bonuses of two-factor authentication, even if I do know their password, it doesn't matter because I need their fingerprint or I need their phone with me to actually get in. So it saves me getting in any trouble because I just can't do it, which is great. That's all I need to know. The authentication app's on their phone, so it's a better way to do it. What I'm going to do is I change it. Now I'm going to save it into my password manager and use this password on your iPhone. Download the Chrome extension QR code. Okay. So what that means with that QR code is, well, let's click on it and see what it does. I'm supposed to put the phone up to there and take it. I can't be bothered doing that. Anyway, it'll put the password into your phone's password manager. Make sense? It actually, the code will give you the thing and put it in there for you. All right, so that's updated, and it'll say here, last change right there. So just a hot tip, if you were trying to manage passwords and stuff like that, that is the way to do it. And you can see it's pretty easy. And I just wanted to illustrate the multiple ways to do it. And even though I got trapped in the 6-hour thing, I still was able to go back and do it the other way. So it's best to have multiple ways, otherwise you're stuck waiting there for 6 hours, which ain't going to work. and it's sending an email. But if you couldn't get in, because I suppose it knew that I was resetting the password and I was already in the account. So anyway, point is,